Right, welcome back to some more Pokemon Rejuvenation. And today we will be continuing on our backtracking journey. I'm here on Route 2, where first off, this lady would love to give a love to get a Chikorita for a Spinda. Unfortunately, Spinda can only be found on Route 6 on Terrajuma Island, and we don't have access to Route 6 at the moment. So, unfortunately, none of that is available for us. Other stuff that you can do here, down here, there's an item, a fairy feather, which is really good for, obviously that's really good for your fairy types damage output. And realistically, that's kind of all there is in Route 2 to do. It's not a big route, right? You can go through this and go surf, and I don't think there's any new Pokemon though, so yeah, that's pretty much it for Route 2. It's mainly just getting that fairy feather. But Amethyst Cave actually does have a little bit more to do. Not by much, but you know, there is some stuff. So Amethyst Cave, there's nothing in the depths just yet. I will go down there just to show you. There is this area right here. Yeah, there's that orphan up there, but we unfortunately need Rock Slide to be able to access that area, so that orphan unfortunately will just have to stay on that cliff for a little bit. You know, she'll survive, it's okay. But we can come over here. We could have done this way earlier, the moment we had a cut. But I honestly just forgot. In here, Rorim was here. The most important Pokemon you can find here is Oricorio. Does that KO? That does KO. And yeah, so if you want an Oricorio, this is where you can easily get one. You can find the type-changing nectars. There's one that's selling it in the market in Route 3. The Peak of Amethyst Cave. Find the Peak of Amethyst Cave. Which, honestly, she does say that, but we can't really do that until we have Rock Climb. So, yeah, unfortunately, as much as I want to do that quest right now, not possible yet. What you do want to do, though, is just activate these panels as much as you can. Need Rock Slide for this as well. So, yeah. I think there's one, yeah, okay. Come on, there we go. The next attack. There we go, a blue shard, and I think that's it. Okay. The rare candy on this side. I think there's also, yep, a red shard here. There's more stuff down there, but again, we need Rock Climb, so not possible at the moment. So we will move on. And here we are back in Sheridan Village. There's only a couple of surfable areas here. But we will just go ahead and grab those. So the biggest one is over here. Gives you a Timid Mint, as well as a couple of more Zygarde cells. And I think that's like literally it. At least I don't remember. Over here. Yes, this is the other starter that you can now catch. There we go. You can also catch a Trico. So if you want a Sceptile, now you can. Let's go ahead and... I want to just Ultra Ball. I have 5 more Great Balls. Might as well use them all up. Actually, no, it's not. Let me just throw the Ultra Balls. I really need to teach someone Thunder Wave. There we go. There we go. That's a Trico caught. It probably shouldn't be in the retired box, but oh well. Over here, there's not much here. You can surf here to get swagger. And another Zygarde cell. So yeah. I think that is it. There's nothing new in Keratos Mountain at the moment. So yeah. That is it for Sheridan Village. We are going to move on. I'm going to skip over Route 3 for now because I want to first do Mirage Woods. So this tree, I think, is bugged. It's not supposed to be able to be walked through at this point, but we can. So we can do that. But before we do, there is a different quest that I would like to do now. If you come up over here, we could have done this earlier as well, I think, but I forgot. You can come through here and talk to this hiker, who will talk about a beautiful bell that he wishes to hear again at some point. That is the bell in the village, which we will come down here. So, the bell is unfortunately broken. We can talk to this old lady. I used to be the one who managed the bell, but it's broken. The mechanism that hits the bell snapped off. Tried looking in Route 3, but it might be in Phasial Cave. So that is where we need to look. There's also this. There's a ton of mining rocks here. And more importantly, here's the move relearner. Use heart scales. Yep. There we go. And that is the move relearner rescued. So now we can go back to Sheridan Village and talk to the move relearner. I do have one heart scale from, or maybe a couple. How many heart scales do I have? I have 4 actually. Thank you for finding my sister, and you give us 1 more. Oh. So we can use the remember all option. And for example, let's say I give it to, I'm going to give it to Crobat first. And what that does is now Crobat is able to relearn any natural moves at any point. So I can just forget moves and just relearn moves whenever I want. So that's really useful. So now I can just easily get access to both Toxic and Tailwind, which is insane. But again, that costs 3 heart scales, which you can now get by going to Akua Town. Teach someone Thief. You can just teach someone Thief and maybe go to the beach. Grab the Good Rod. I'm gonna unregister the old rod now. So Good Rod. And if you have Thief, you can easily grab heart scales from Love Discs. So I recommend Gothitelle. Gothitelle has both the ability Frisk and the move, and I think can learn the move Thief. The move Covet also works. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that in between parts now that I have that accessed. And I'm gonna be giving it to all my Pokemon, right? I'm gonna have all my Pokemon be able to relearn natural moves whenever I feel like I need to, because that is something important. Oh, you can just learn Covet here. So yeah, covet or thief. If the only, yeah, I recommend Gothitelle because of the ability Frisk, which is really useful for stuff like that. Back here now. Route 3 stuff. Let me grab that first. And we'll go into Phasial Cave. Route 3 itself doesn't have much, Phasial Cave. Route 3 itself does not have a lot of, what do you call it? Surfing areas that make a difference. It is the areas around Route 3 that are more important. So we'll do this here. I could go get the golden lantern, but meh. For now, we'll come down here. And there's a couple things to do here, right? We need to look for the bell chime. There's also a quest that I want to get going. There's Razor Shell up here. Right over here is the thing we want. There it is. Here's the bell clapper for the Mirage Woods. We'll go do that in just a moment. Down here, now that we have surf, we can now surf down here. Grab ourselves a data drive. And talk to this lady right here. Look who's come to visit me all the way down here. I'm Polly. I'm here to investigate these ruins. Yes, please tell me a story. Long ago, da-da-da. I bought the Poliwag. Yep, so this is the Poliwag. The flute is real too. I found it at the bottom of this pool. Yep. There's a couple of places that we already discovered, so I will backtrack in a moment to grab them. For now, though, let me just do this first. Over here is the moon field. If you come here, I think she'll say it. Yeah. You can see the moon's reflection in the pool of water here at night. If you come here on Saturdays, I believe it's a bunch of Clefairies that will be dancing around here. Yeah, you'll find a decent amount of like Clefairies and stuff. Yeah, dancing on these Actually, you know what? Let me change my clock to Saturday night, and so that way I can show you what happens. Let me turn that off. Change. What's will be days? Okay, there, and change it to be night. I didn't change the day properly. All right. So if we come out here, there we go. The Pokemon that appeared in Moonfield are here. This is now floating, and you can see the event. There we go. That gives us a Moonstone. Clefairy. Yeah, it's a nice homage to, I forgot what game it was in, but yeah, you can also catch the Clefairy if you want to. I am gonna catch one, and that'll be my catch for the Moonfield. Because Clefable is pretty good, all things considered. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna switch back to time. And yeah. Right, we can surf back now. I can... Let me use Flash again. Sorry, 1 second. Just need OBS backup. There we go. We can hopefully head out. Thank you. All right. So polywag locations. There's some. The easiest one to access at this point is there's one right here. Yep, that takes polywag back to Route 3. I don't think we can get all 6 at the moment. We definitely won't get all 6 this episode. There's another one in here. Yep. Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna get my list up because I did make a list for this at one point. Nope, not that one. Polywag, nope. Just crashed. Thing. Whoops. Yeah, maybe I don't have it. Where did I put that thing? Oh well, whatever. We'll just collect them as we run into them. But those are the 2 that I know from memory. There is one I know to the right of Akua Town that we will be getting at some point. We will be grabbing that. But for now, let's head back to Mirage Woods and complete the Bell quest. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoop-a-doo. Yeah, we can give this back to Grandma here. Now we can ring the bell. Oh, the hiker came back. That bell, it's been years since I've heard it. So we can talk back to the hiker here. I'm gonna redo that. There we go. So soothing, reminds me of home. And now that the hiker is gone, we can head back to where he was. Here is actually an illusion. There's a telluric seed, and there is a cave. And inside is some black glasses. Let me save and make sure that I have my false swiper in front here. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. Leave, 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 leave. Zorwa. Ow. That hurts. Night days, that's gonna hurt a little bit, but I mean, it's okay. Okay, it's a Zoroark. There's a mom trying to protect its child, I guess. Now, that being said, if I don't have false swipe, I'm just gonna revive. I have plenty. Oh, you just get it. Okay, you don't need to, what do you call it? Do anything else. You don't need to fight it. Okay. There we go. And that's quest complete. And that is pretty much everything that I want to do in these areas. Checking my notes. desktop. There we go. Yes. Oh wait, no, sorry. There's one more gigantic thing I totally forgot. Right. That is all there is for Mirage Woods. So we're gonna head down now. The surfing here doesn't really do much heal. Back to Crobat in front. And coming down here will lead you to this area, River's End. There's a lot to do here, including a bunch of hidden items. There's a TM for rest, really good. A lot of hidden items. So many hidden items. There's this house that we will go into in just a moment, but I want to come down here first. This leads us back to Route 2. And right here's the TM for Thief. So if you're wondering why I was talking about using Thief earlier, it's because we were about to get it. So you can use that to get heart scales. If you come over this way, first off, there's an ability capsule there, elixir. If you cross the bridge, this avian Pidove, will immediately attack you. So we got it earlier from a trade, right? But if you didn't get it from the trade, that is where you can catch one. That is where you can get one naturally instead of from a trade. So if you wanted one, but you didn't know where to find one, there it is. Now across the field here. Yep. I have never seen this open, so it's something for future content, I assume. We go. Oh, that's another link heart. Cool. So another evolution, trade evolution you can do. And let's head in here. I forgot to update my OBS again. Sorry. Info. River's End. We have guest professor. Hello. Most people don't even know that this place exists. My name is Matthew Phasial and my assistant's Eisen. That means you must know my kid, Veronica. You're Venom's dad? Mm-hmm. Anyway, come on in. Make yourself at home. There's a bunch of lore stuff here. I'm not gonna read through them right now because one, I want to save my throat, but yeah, it is very interesting lore stuff. Essentially, Matthew was really happy with, Venom, but then a fire happened in East Giran and basically ruined everything. So yeah, a lot of backstory there. Hey, what do you study? We study law of causation. Huh. Have you come across things in your numerous journeys that felt off? A person standing in a spot you don't remember. A hidden item that no longer exists. The constant changing of Pokemon native to one spot. He's talking about the fact that with every update to Pokemon Rejuvenation, things change. It's a bit of a breaking the fourth wall, essentially. Well, not a bit. He smashes the fourth wall. What is the name of the island located on Route 11? We haven't gone there yet. Again, this is kind of anti-spoilers. It's spoilers for things past, like what things used to be called in versions way long ago. but also it's spoilers for if you really don't know. Um, the island on that route used to be called Akora Shore. Do you remember Akora Shore? Uh, Summer is what it used to look like. What town center point? What direction is this island located in? It was east. It was east. What are never ever after? We are alone now. You knew of the inconsistency. How long have you been here? How long have you known? I've been playing Rejuvenation since version 6. From the world below, nice to meet you. I am Aizen, and you are Thumbs. Interesting. Ahahaha. Well, yeah, so, it was a time long gone. That's what we're studying. There's an inconsistency located deep within the bowels of Wispy Tower. Tower. Uh-huh. Okay. Arrow's my nickname. Okay, well, we can do that. So this is that area of Wispy Tower that we were not able to access. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So coming up over here. And in here. Down here, down here, down here. We head up here. Huh. Maybe it's a different area. Oh no, it's the other area, right? I'm silly. Yep, there's a lab key. That lets us in here. A scrap of Reaper cloth. I don't remember what that does. I think that boosts... Oh, no. Okay, that lets you evolve Dust Cloths into Dust Nor. I remember now. Alright, and then we have to solve this. The thick ones are here. There's some thin ones here. This goes right in the middle. I don't remember if the sides are correct. Yeah, no, this is correct for sure. I think it's just that these are swapped. Yeah, there we go. That lets us in here and lets us grab. Congratulations, you found the inconsistency. You've been here since version 6. The version where it was replaced with Evergreen Island, which is there now. You've been around a long time. Is it a parallel world, a creation of higher power? Yep. We've gotten type null before in a previous version, which is why he said that. It's received numerous amount of beatings. It's aged quite a bit. One Pokeball for the data transfer, one upgrade, and a magnet powder. So, this means that I have to sacrifice my magnet. And that also means I have to sacrifice my upgrades. So I will not be able to evolve my Porygon. I could have saved one upgrade and not given the upgrade to get the scope lens. But at this point, I'm okay with that. I don't think I'll be using Porygon Z until upgrades become more accessible anyways. Considering like what's coming up next. I don't think I'll be using Porygon or Porygon Z anytime soon. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with sacrificing the magnet as well. You can get more magnets by using Thief on nose passes in the Terrajuma excavation zone. There's an upgrade in the Hikori gym area that you can grab as well. And there it is. Type null. Constructed in Alola, but it appears here in Avium. Right, and they are asking us to catch the type null. So come on over here. And we have a thing to catch. I misclicked. I thought I had false swipe. One more. Yeah, okay. Now, this will probably take a couple tries. It is not an easy Pokemon to catch, especially since I don't have any like way to paralyze it or anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. That did not take as long as I was thinking. There we go. Another inconsistency. Or you would have had to return to Wispy Tower. Yeah, it used to be that you had to run all the way back to Wispy Tower. My presence here caused a shift in the timeline somehow. Professor should be ready to see you, sure. Hello, Prof. 3 type nulls, disconcerting. There we go, quest complete. This house I think is still locked at this point. Oh no, it's open now, yeah. So this is Aizen's living quarters. This will give you access to Munna, but not just any Munna. This is Avian Munna, so it's Dark Fairy, and in order to evolve it, you need this Nightmare Fuel. So it evolves with a stone, but instead of a Moonstone, it's the Nightmare Stone, so... and that's basically it. We will start back here next time. I am going to go and evolve the type null into Silvally, which basically just means I'm going to do a whole bunch of walking and taking it to the groomer, to the haircut place in East Girin, giving it a haircut, getting its friendship up, doing a couple battles with it, and yeah, once it evolves, I will be back here and we can show the new Silvally to the professor, and he'll give us a bit more of a reward, but that's going to take some time. I'm going to end this here for now. This has been backtracking through this whole area, and I think we got everything from these areas with Surf. Amethyst Cave still needs rock slides, so yeah. Afterwards, we will come over here. We will go back to Akua Town after I do the Silvally stuff. And we'll go through Route 11, Evergreen Cave, Evergreen Island, Seabound Cave, and everything else. So, yeah, that's for next time. It might be a shorter episode. That's okay. But I'll see you all then.